Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This week I am going to be comparing my favorite bullet journaling accessories or supplies to slightly cheaper alternatives, both of which I've used in the past. So hopefully it's a pretty accurate review. The first thing I wanted to kind of go over was the comparison of these two bullet journals that I have been using. So this I sort of used mainly last year, and these are the Milk Transparent Hardcover A5 size dot grid journals, and it comes in a pack of 2 for about $12–13 on Amazon, which I've loved, and the quality was pretty good. But as you guys know, if you've been watching my videos this year, I recently upgraded to the Lectern 1917 A5 medium dot grid journal. And in terms of size, let's kind of do a little bit of a comparison here. They are pretty similar. One has sort of a spiral binding on the side, the other doesn't. And one of the good things about this one is that you have a little bit of an elastic band over here, and this journal runs for about $19.95 if you were to purchase on Amazon. And in terms of the dot sizes, let's see here, they're pretty close. It looks pretty similar. I mean, I haven't really counted all the individual dots, but yeah, they're pretty close in terms of size and dots. And in terms of ghosting and bleed through, in my opinion, they are pretty close. This paper is a little bit thicker than the transparent hardcover one here, but it's not bad in terms of if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, or you're new to bullet journaling and aren't sure if you want to make the investment into slightly nicer supplies just yet. So yeah, these are great alternatives, and you get 2, so you can gift one to a friend and sort of do the journaling process together. So this is my first comparison, the bullet journal itself. The second thing I wanted to compare were in terms of writing utensils. If you guys have been watching my videos, you know that I was using these Papermate Flare pens in the past and loved these. Had no issues with them. I think they're about a 0.5 millimeter tip, and I recently upgraded to these Tri Plus Fineliners, which I am absolutely loving. This one here comes in a set of 10, and I think they were about $12 or $13 on Amazon. These here I got in a pack of 12, I think, and they were about $10. So the difference is small. The thickness is a little different. I do think my handwriting is a little bit nicer with these, and I'll do a slight demo at the end of this comparing all the products to one another. So yeah, so Tri Plus Fineliners is my favorite at the moment, and these are slightly cheaper alternatives. The next thing I wanted to compare with you guys were these Bic Bright liners, so highlighters that you probably have at home from work or school, and these highlighters, which are amazing, and these are the Zebra mild liners. And I got all of these colors. I think they're about 15 for let's see how much I get these for, about $18, and they come in 3 packs of 5, so you get this is just an extra set that I have, but you get 15 of them. And the quality is amazing, and in addition to them having this nice sort of broad tip, I don't know if you guys can see that here, it also has, a lot of people don't know that it's double-ended, and it has sort of a fine tip on the opposite side. And it writes really well, and it doesn't bleed through either of the journals, and I think this is great. These are also great if you're new to bullet journaling and don't really want to invest in these just yet. They work just fine. So that would be, I guess, my third comparison here. Lastly, if you guys have been following my Instagram at Beauty by Starlet, you'll know that I recently got into brush lettering. I took a course from Brittany Lewis online, and yeah, it's been amazing. It was a bounce lettering course. I'll probably link that down below, but I purchased this set of Tombow brush pens, which are amazing, and I'll do a little demo at the end as well. But I just wanted to compare the two as a slightly cheaper alternative. I was using these brush markers in a set of 12 from, I think I got this at Barnes & Noble. So if I can find the link, I'll link this down below as well. This will run you about $16.90 on Amazon, and I think these brush markers were about $9.95. So a little bit cheaper, but I think for the quality of this one, and they are double-ended, it's really worth the slight upgrade as well. And then lastly, I think I said lastly for the last one, but this is my real last one. If you are a bullet journaler and are just getting into it and want to make nice, simple, easy layouts, I do have these stencils in my Etsy shop, which I will link down below. These are the new ones that I made for the A5 sized bullet journals. And of course, a cheaper alternative to that is a good old-fashioned ruler. So of course, both options are great, but if you are not really artistic or just kind of want to make those nice layouts that you're seeing on Instagram easily, or follow along with my videos, definitely check out my stencils in my shop. But I wanted to do, before I end this, a quick little demo with the Milk Transparent Hardcover Bullet Journal here, and sort of just the random page in my Lectern 1917. Sort of do a comparison of the different items here. I'm not going to do a stencil and ruler comparison, as you guys have been watching my videos in the past, so we'll mainly compare how things are writing. So the first thing I wanted to compare were, I guess, the highlighters versus the Zebra mild liners over here. And in case you guys are wondering, this case is from the Muji acrylic drawer collection. I think this is the sunglass one. It's meant for sunglasses, but I've been keeping all my cute pens. And let's do a comparison of the blues today. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys how these write. So I'm just going to probably write something pretty short here. Since it's February, let's just write that out here. And I'm going to do a little test with that. And we'll do the same thing. As you can see, the colors are pretty different. This is more transparent, but works just the same in terms of if you wanted to highlight something. And then on the, excuse me, on the left here, I wanted to use one of my Tri-Plus Fineliners on the Lectern 1917, and I'll just take my black Papermate medium pen here and do a little bit of lettering. I'm just going to do this really quickly just to show you guys the difference. And we'll just say, let's write February again for fun. Alright, and let's do the same thing over here. And February. Alright, so not bad in terms of the difference of the two. We've got the Lectern 1917, our Milk Transparent Hardcover, both in an A5 size dot grid journals, using the Tri-Plus Fineliners on this side and the Papermate Flare pens over here, versus the Zebra mild liners and the Bic bright liners here. Well, that was a lot to say. Might as well toss in the brush pens while we're at it, huh? So let's see here. Let me take out this. I recently ordered actually the 96 pack of the Tombow brush pens because these write so amazingly. But let's do blue since we're just kind of sticking to blue. So these are the brush markers from Barnes & Noble versus this brush pen from Tombow. I just wanted to show you guys. Kind of still new to this whole brush lettering thing, so excuse the lettering if it looks a little strange, but it has that thick end, which is, let me show you this. Let me do this one really quick and then I'll show you guys why I like that so much. So you can kind of go back through and mark up your letters here, and this brush marker is not bad, to be honest, that the tip is so thin and flexible, so you can kind of easily mark through. However, I feel like because it's so thin and flexible, you may run through this or bend it pretty easily, but it's a good, cheaper alternative to the Tombows. But the Tombows, like I was saying, is double-ended, which is great. So if you wanted to go back in with a more precise line and slightly more control, you can. And I think because they're water-based, you can sort of blend the colors really easily. Maybe I'll do a video in the future with that. So yeah, not too bad. I like both. Oh, and I can show you at the back, that both don't have any bleeding, which I think is amazing. And you have a little ghosting on both, but I think that's expected using markers and highlighters and pens and yeah, everything on that end. But all right, well, I guess hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video. I will link everything that I can down below. Leave comments in the comment section if you wanted to say anything or have future video requests. Thank you guys for watching all of my videos. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly updates and tag me on Instagram showing me your favorite materials. I would love to see. All right, thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.